sports. They wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talking, but we know the facts. Stacks, yeah, that's where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is our take on. This is our take on.
What's good with it, everybody? Thank you so much for chiming in. He's your host, Mr. ep40, baby.
That's your host right there, Mr. GPG.
And welcome to
our Take on Sports.
All right, man. On this podcast, man, y'all already know what we do, man. We keep you in tune with all the latest information that's going on in the sports world. And we are back, and we're going to tell you everything that's going on right now, man. We're going to start off, MP, with the news of the day, man. Everybody talk about Mr. Dame Dollar. Mr. Damian Lillard finding his way going right back to Portland, man. He's about to be a trailblazer again, man. He going out there on a 3-year, $42 million deal that's going to end up making it $70 million when it's all said and done. But when it's total, it's be $141 million between the two teams that's going to be paying him, man. What you think about that big deal that Mr. Dame Dollar signed today, bro?
I mean, it don't make sense. I guess he's just making the money right now. I mean, to me, he went to Milwaukee. He thought he was going to win a ship. I believe coming off the Achilles, the age, he's just chasing the money, and he want to retire where he put most of his years in. That's all I can get from it, because we know Portland not going to win no shit no time soon. So he just really just chasing the money. You know what I'm saying? We talking what? You said 3 years? 3 years on this?
3 year, $42 million. 3 years, $42 million.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, coming off the Achilles, I mean, I don't even know what Portland will get from him. Think they're going to get from him. And he has a player option for 2027-28 season that include a no trade clause. So, I mean, sound like he's just chasing the money. He's definitely not chasing the ring right now. He could have went anywhere if he wanted a ring and got a ring. He could have went to LA and got a ring. Matter of fact, while we're speaking on that, somebody just went to LA, big name. You know, who just went to the Clippers? Somebody just climbed.
They talking about the big boy, man. Big boy that they had, the center. Well, they used to play for the Phoenix Suns. He just went out there.
He just went out there?
Yeah, he just went out there. I forget his name, though.
Yeah, so I mean, he could have, Bradley Beal. So Bradley Beal just went to the Clippers.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the Lakers, my bad.
Yeah, Bradley Beal just signed with the Clippers. So that sounds like somebody that's chasing the ring. Going back to Portland, you're not getting no ring in Portland on the West Coast. It's too many teams. And I'm going to tell you right now, last year I told y'all Houston and Detroit. This year, watch out for Dallas. That's all I got to say.
We got to see when everybody get healthy, man. Personally, I just don't even understand what Portland is doing. I mean, I like Dame. I'm a Dame Dollar fan. I really am, man. But this dude ain't going to be ready to play no basketball. He out for a whole nother year. So, you know, you bringing back your hometown hero, you know what I'm saying, that played for your organization, you know, for a number of years. But I don't understand what you're trying to do here. You brought in Drew Holiday, you know, to play the point. Now you're bringing in Dame. I mean, I don't understand what's going on. I know, you know, maybe they brought him in because, you know, Drew Holiday is now, and maybe they think, but Dame is getting older. I mean, Dame ain't no young dude no more. I just don't understand what they even trying to accomplish with this move. I ain't mad at Dame. I mean, shoot, if the money's out there, go get it. And if they gonna give it to you, you'll be a fool not to take it. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, I don't understand what Portland's doing. You're right. They definitely ain't gonna make no noise trying to win no championship.
No, they don't have nobody over there, and I'm looking at their roster, and there's nobody over there that's scared.
Man, I looked at their roster a little bit too, man.
They got a young team.
They do. They got a young team, man.
The oldest player over there is Dame and Holiday. So everybody else is pretty much under 30.
Yeah, that boy Scoot Henderson, that's the future for them right there.
That's their
You know
future
what I'm saying? So when I was looking at their roster, I was like, man, Chauncey Billups, you got your hands full with that one over there, boy. I mean, welcome home, Dame. I know you're glad to be back on the West Coast, out of Milwaukee. You know what I mean?
He like to hold the ball, but like you said, he won't be back this season. And even if he get back in this season, he won't be completely healthy. So I mean, this he just finna be paid for a season, you know, for sitting on.
What you think? I don't want to cut you off, but what you think? You brought up the Bradley Beal signing with the Clippers. You know, they got up out of Phoenix. You know, he waived his no trade clause. What you think that's going to do for the Clippers? You think they're going to end up being a good championship contender, or is that just some old man team, man, that they putting together over there?
Exactly what you just said. They will always be contenders. They will be there. But the team that they have, anywhere Kawhi and James Harden go from here on out will not win a championship. For one, I don't believe James Harden is one of those players that just not going to win a championship. He's just, you know, it's just not. He's cursed like that, like a Charles Barkley curse. Sorry, James, but that's what it is, my bro. Your best chance was when you was with OKC, when you was young, bro. When you went out there to Houston, you're not. One thing about James Harden, we know this. Everybody, you got to admit it. James Harden is not a 42-minute player. Give James Harden 25 minutes and he gonna bust your head.
Hey man, look, he good in the regular season. He decent, I should say, in the regular season. But in the postseason is when you really can't count on him. I mean, he disappears completely in the postseason, man. That's just his MO. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a guy that disappears in the postseason, you got a Bradley Beal that's coming over that's been injured. I don't know how. He's been here in Phoenix, man. I can't remember. He's been on the injury report. He was on the injury report every other week, it seemed like, when he was playing with the Phoenix Suns. And then you got a Kawhi Leonard that seems like he has the same injury bug. I mean, I don't understand where you think this team is going. Like Kendrick Perkins said, their only bright spot was their center, Zubac. You know what I'm saying? So that was their only bright spot when you look at the Clippers. You know what I mean? So I'm glad Bradley Beal's gone. We was trying to get rid of. I wish they could have got rid of him before they got rid of Kevin Durant. Maybe Durant could have stayed. I wish he'd have waived that no trade clause.
Y'all don't want them old players, man. Phoenix had a great team before y'all broke that team up.
I know.
To win the ship. They broke that team up, and the only way Durant will win another ring is if he pair back up with Steph. That's the only way. Sorry. Let's keep it 100, man. Let's keep it 100. There's players like that has to have that Superman to actually get it accomplished. And that's what we was talking about when we had that debate about Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Yes, Kevin Durant is elite, but he don't have that factor to get it done when you need it to get done. He has to have that wingman that's equal or a little bit better than him that is compatible with him. Dude, I haven't seen nobody else
that alpha.
Huh?
You said he need that alpha. He need that Batman. He's always going to be right.
He's okay with allowing to be that alpha. That's it. That's it. When he was in OKC, he tried to be the alpha, but if he allowed Westbrook to just be Westbrook, that the Westbrook was when Durant left, they would have won a ship. Because you got to allow, you a shooter. You can always create your shot. So let the dogs, let the people who just get it done. When that thing, you automatic, you 98%. And that's what you get when he was over there in Golden State. He was like 98% every time the ball got kicked out to him. But look how many times the ball got kicked out to him. He didn't have to, he wasn't the main person. They didn't depend on him until they passed him the ball. You know what I'm saying? And so now that his ego has come down, yeah, you need, man, bro, you shouldn't have leveled up. Your pride got in the way. So it's people like James Harden and Durant that will not win a ring by themselves.
I just think that whole Clippers team, man, I don't know. They just need to get rid of him, man, and rebuild.
Why Kawhi leave dang on Toronto when they had a championship team? You should have came back and ran it like Jordan did, signed another year, got that money, made them players kind of stay, and try to run it back. You chasing them, man. He went
out to LA though, man. He went out to LA, was trying to call his own shots. He wanted to get Paul George on his team, man. That's what he wanted to do. He
Dude,
wanted to, you know what I'm
he could have
saying? He
got Paul
didn't want to
George
win
over
another
there
championship
to
in Canada,
Toronto.
whatever the reason he left
He
Toronto.
could have got, and it worked out for OKC because OKC traded
Yeah.
for SGA. But the thing is, think about it. If Kawhi had kept SGA, they probably would have won a ship.
Man, ain't no telling how things could have
Think
panned
about
out,
it,
man.
because the Clippers had a team, but Kawhi only played half the season, and then you got PG-13 that we know he only giving you 25 games, and he only show up 50% in the postseason. So come on, bro.
And now you got PG-13 over there in Philadelphia, and you're still trying to figure things out. Both
They still
teams.
going through the
Philadelphia's
process.
trying to figure things. Man, please.
I'm gonna
I
tell
don't
you
want to talk
what,
about the process.
Paul George is good for getting players off his name to another team to try to win a ship. That's all Paul George been doing, man. When Paul George left Indiana, his career was over.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like that because he's still been chasing.
Over, but that was your only chance to really win.
He's still been chasing. He's still been chasing. And now you got him over there in Philadelphia. You got Joel Embiid over there, you know, in Philadelphia, and you better hope you can keep Tyrese Maxey. Now you got these Clippers over there. They still putting these old cats together, man. Still trying to make something happen. It ain't gonna happen. Bradley Beal, I'm glad you over there. I'm glad you out of Phoenix. We ain't gonna waste no more time talking about that cat, because he was a waste of time in Phoenix. If you let any Phoenix native and Phoenix Suns fan tell it, they'll tell you Bradley Beal was a waste of time coming to the Valley.
We're going to go ahead and jump on up into this football, man. Tell me what you think about
Let's do it.
T.J. contract. They say he's the winner out of the offseason as far as getting this contract, this $103 million extension. Talk to me, man. You know, did Pittsburgh, did they do right?
Yeah, they did right, man. Yeah, they did right, man. I got to give it up, man. I mean, a 3-year, $123 million deal, $41 million a year. TJ Watt he's worth it. He's worth it, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He's been a Steeler his whole life, man. He's been a model citizen, you know what I'm saying, out there in Pittsburgh. Without him, the defense ain't nothing. We all seen that, you know what I'm saying? If he's not out there, then Pittsburgh's defense suffers. I mean, when he's out there, then, you know, they get all the smoke. Every team get all the smoke. So I think they did right, man. You know what I'm saying? You brought in Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, you know, you lost Minkah Fitzpatrick. But when you do all that for Mike Tomlin, this is it right here, man. Now you done signed TJ to this big deal. You better come on with it, man. You better come with it, Pittsburgh.
But,
so I think they did right by him.
But you got Aaron Rodgers at the helmet, you know what I'm saying, at the helmet. So I mean, I don't know which mean they better come with it, because I mean, if you couldn't do nothing with the two quarterbacks that you had last year and TJ Watt, you know, what you gonna do this year? And you had a decent running back. What you gonna do this year with a 42-year-old man that just suffered an Achilles injury just a couple of seasons ago, that just been bouncing around, going out of the country to get high and meditate on how he need to lock in to win a Super Bowl. You know, I mean, this your boy. You where the jersey at? Put that Aaron Rodgers jersey up there. You know you got one up in the house. Don't abandon Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I like the dude, but you tell me, now he's 42. You know, he's going out the country. You know, he's taking, you know, certain.
Still think Aaron Rodgers is better than what they had last year.
I mean, huh?
I think Aaron Rodgers is better than what they had last year. You
think he's better than Russell and your boy, what's his name, the young kid that just
Justin Fields? Yes.
Justin Fields?
Yes.
So
do I think
Russell Wilson didn't do bad. Russell
Wilson lost his last 5 games.
But
5 or 6
that man,
starters.
when Russell Wilson came in there, now come on now. Russell Wilson came in there and saved them boys. He was slaying that thing, but the wide receiver, when their number one wide receiver went down. When their number one wide receiver went down.
No. Justin Fields had the boys off and running when the season started.
But Justin Fields wasn't throwing the ball. They was kicking field goals.
He was winning games.
They beat the Falcons by kicking 5 field goals.
A win is a win.
But Justin Fields is at the helmet not throwing the ball. So you needed to get the ball down the field. You know this.
They threw every now and then. Okay.
So
we seen how we saw how it went down. We saw how it went down. Justin Fields came in. He didn't throw the ball like Mike Tomlin wanted him to, but he was winning some games. So they made the switch and they brought Russell Wilson in. And Russell for 2 or 3 games looked like, oh snap, Russell Wilson is like the Russell Wilson of old. And then all of a sudden he lost 6 starts in a row going into the playoffs, man. And then they was one and done as soon as they got in the playoffs. Come on, man. Russell Wilson, man, ain't got no arm like Aaron Rodgers. I will say that. Now, as far as
Fields steps up, Fields looking, now Fields is going to run. Well, heads up the middle of the field, crosses the 40, and out to the 45, right to Pickens. Now looking, comes back to the right. It's a sliding, diving grab. Fields is a quarterback draw, looking for some room. Fields gets inside the 10. Fields stretches forward and picks up the first down. Ball quickly and fires it over the middle of the field to Freiermuth, and Freiermuth will pick up the first down. Justin Fields has begun this game 8 for 8. Fields back, looking left, fires quickly. It is complete. Scotty Miller makes the grab. Miller heads up the sideline as he makes one-man miss. Fake, and Fields runs into the end zone off the left side. He's going to roll out and throw down the sideline to Pickens, who made a man miss, and Pickens is looking right, throws underneath. It is complete, and this is Scotty Miller. Going back, Chargers bring the 4, pass complete to Freiermuth, over the middle of the field, right to left, across the formation in front of the field, back to pass, throws over the middle of the field. It's Calvin Austin, he has a step, Austin heading straight into the middle of the field, inside the 10, to the 5, touchdown! Snap looks out to his left, under pressure from the left side by Cooper, who misses the tackle. Allen misses the tackle, up the left sideline goes Fields, crosses midfield, rolls out to his left, looking, lofts to Freiermuth, open and inside the 5, and tumbles out of bounds. Beautiful touch pass, nice reception by Freiermuth. Oh yeah, looks out left, fires, corner of the end zone, caught, touchdown, the first career touchdown for Darnell Mount Washington. Throws out to Pickens, steps up, Fields trying to run, will get around the corner, shrug off the tackle, Fields, play action pass, Fields looking, now Fields will tuck, Fields will run, and Fields will score around the left side into the end zone. And what a job of getting outside on the flat. Play action pass, now Fields wants to run, has a couple blockers in front, he's into the end zone. Looking, has an open Pickens, and a tumbling grab by George Pickens. Russell will roll out to the right, dump down to Washington, who barrels up the sideline. Back to pass, looking, steps up, going to throw the long one down the field to Pickens, and Pickens battling and makes the grab. Tremendous catch, locked up with Brandon Echols. Lost, right corner of the end zone, and it is hauled in by Pickens. Touchdown
by Russell Wilson. We see it. That's what we wanted. We're looking for that.
Will loft deep. What a catch by Freiermuth. Amazing grab.
That was an amazing catch by an amazing tight end.
Quarterback sneak. Russell Wilson looking, firing at Jefferson. Touchdown.
And this ball was perfect. They're down in 11. Wilson lets it fly downfield for Jefferson, and the catch. Extra men on the rush, floated downfield and caught. Touchdown, Austin. Free play. Rodgers is the master at it, and a touchdown by Lazard.
Deep for Adams. He's got Devontae Adams. Adams is going to take it into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Extra pressure. Going deep. Has his man. Has Adams. Touchdown. Rodgers steps up to the end zone. Lazard, touchdown. A little bit there. And normally Rodgers in complete command in those situations. Rodgers looking, end zone, touchdown, Breece Hall.
Here we go. up into the air, into the end zone, and now the other official saying touchdown.
Rodgers, the fake, throw, caught, staying inbounds, yes, touchdown.
Positive play here. Rodgers, one-on-one, it's Adams, it's a vintage Rodgers to Adams connection for the touchdown.
Second down, 9, 2 tight ends. Good fake by Rodgers, buys time, here comes Brown. Caught by Adams, touchdown.
Four-man rush. Rodgers to the end zone. And Wilson.
Yard receiving season.
Rodgers handles the high snap, and there's in the middle of the field.
Now, as far as him being my boy, absolutely. I will not sit here and act like he wasn't. Yes, I do got the Aaron Rodgers jersey hung up on my wall. It's right over here. You can't see it on at the angle I'm sitting at right now, but trust and believe, it's up there. And when he was with the Packers, he was a bad man. Yes. So do I expect Pittsburgh to be good? Hell no. Do I expect Pittsburgh to win their conference? Hell no. But I expect them to be better than they were last year.
I hear what you're saying about Russell Wilson kind of dropping the ball towards the end of the season. He came in on fire. This is what I got to say, because I'm looking at it now, they last season schedule and the games that they won and lost when he came in. Now, let's say this. After your boy, their wide receiver, number one wide receiver went down, the Steelers, they did beat the Ravens November 7th. They lost to the Browns. That's a bad one that you're talking about. But then they come back and beat the Bengals 44-38. You remember that game? Russell Wilson had a big game that game. Then they come back and beat the Browns on December 8th. They lost to the Eagles, which was the number one seed in the NFC. Then they go on to win the Super Bowl. They lost to the Ravens at home. That's a hard game. Then they had to go and play Kansas City. They lost to Kansas City. Yes, and then they lost to the Bengals, but they made it to the NFC wild card and lost to the Ravens, which we knew that was going to happen. But think about it. You talking about a kid that came in. Look at the schedule I just told you. The games, I ain't even talking about all the games that Russell Wilson did win when he came in. But look at him coming in mid-season, new team, and what he carried with the schedule that he had that I just laid down to you. If Russell Wilson stayed this year, matching back up with Metcalf, getting back, if him and Metcalf had got back together, I believe it would have been, you got something dangerous with TJ Watt. This is how I'm thinking business mind. Business mind. If I'm going to bring in Metcalf, I'm going to keep Russell Wilson.
Well, then they should have did that. I mean, that's
But you just said Aaron Rodgers is better than both of the quarterbacks they had last year. So
what I'm saying what you just said. If you're gonna bring in DK Metcalf, you should have kept Russell Wilson. That's what you just said, right? Mm-hmm. So then why didn't you do that? Right. I mean, you already had Russell in the building. You knew that, and then you went out and got DK. It didn't make no difference to you. You know why it didn't make the difference to you? Because you saw the way Russell Wilson played at the end of the year. You saw Russell Wilson couldn't get the ball in certain situations. Russell Wilson ain't got no arm like Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't care how old Aaron Rodgers is. Okay. Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson is. He really is, man. Now, Aaron Rodgers, let's look at the year Aaron Rodgers had last year.
But man, you got to give Russell Wilson some clout now. I mean, God, he did go to the Super Bowl twice. He should have won.
I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear what he did.
No, that's enough.
I can go back to Green Bay. I ain't trying to hear what he did.
Let's get on to Jamal Chase then. Let's get on to Jamal Chase and talk about that big old contract that he just signed, that $40 million contract that he just got into. Let's get to that then. Let's talk about that. Now, people out here, critics saying he may be the number one pick in the fantasy this year. Now, you know, he don't play fantasy.
He should be.
Is he a keeper?
Yes. And to be honest with you, I hate to say it on the show right now because I know some people in the fantasy league that I'm playing with, they might decide to listen to me right now and keep him. Yes, but to be honest with you, yes. Jamar Chase is the best receiver in football, man. And I like Justin Jefferson, man. Jamar Chase is the best receiver in football, dog. Straight up. And I like what Justin Jefferson is doing. But that's just my opinion, dog.
Whoa.
Jamar Chase is that dude. He that dude. He that dude, man.
That's deep, man. Okay. That's deep. Okay. I ain't gonna agree. I ain't gonna disagree. But I can definitely tell you this. I give you a little bit, but Jamar Chase he showed me 2 seasons. I had him on my fantasy season of the league 1 season, and he ain't do nothing that whole season. 2 seasons, I know for a fact Jamar Chase slumped. He slumped like a mug. So,
hey,
I ain't seen Justin Jefferson, no matter what quarterback come in there, JJ getting it done. He had like 3 quarterbacks 1 season, and he still is getting it done. Matter of fact, he missed like 4 games and still was the number 1 in catches and receiving yards. So
JJ a bad boy.
Man. I mean, I like
JJ a bad boy.
I like the explosiveness for Jamar Chase. When he get it, he get it. When you get it in, he know how to create space.
Okay, so your number one receiver is JJ, Justin Jefferson. I can't argue with that. I mean, shoot, that's a lot of people's number 1 pick. Everybody see what Justin Jefferson doing. I'm just saying, I'm probably gonna go Jamar Chase. If both of them available when I'm getting ready to pick, I'm probably gonna pick Jamar Chase. You can't go wrong with either one of them. Let's just keep it real with you. I think the reason why I'm gonna go with Jamar Chase is because of the quarterback situation. Because I believe more in Cincinnati's quarterback than I believe in Minnesota's quarterback. So that's the reason why I would end up going with Jamar Chase. I think dude gonna end up getting chased the ball often and all the time. They know they got to get off to a fast start anyway. But what about the running back position, man? What you looking at? Because since we into fantasy, what you looking at as far as running back? Who you tight kicking off the board first?
Man, my fantasy team, I got CMC. So, and that's in both leagues, and I'm really conflicted right now on who my keeper's going to be as far as that. But I got 1 year, a few years I had ran Antonio Brown into the ground, and he did me so good. I didn't give up to him until the right time. And I truly believe I got 1 more year, 1 more season with CMC. So I believe I'm going to kick it off with him. Now, I do have the number 2 pick, I believe, number 2 pick in my league right now. And if the person there that I really want, it'll probably be a running back to go with CMC. And it's going to be my boy who I've been talking about. I'm going to get a sleeper of Ricky. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to see what he do. Last year, I kind of jumped off on Chicago Bears. But this year, I'm going to jump on. And the Chicago Bears had a good squad. I mean, I thought, but they had a good squad. But my keeper is going to be CMC.
Hold on. The Chicago Bears had what? They won 5 games.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you say?
They dogged me last season, man. It was ugly. But they had good players, man. You can't tell me they didn't have good players. Now, if Travis Hunter out there, I'm going for him. If I got the number 2 pick, I don't know if I'm gonna go with Ward. I can go and get Ward, but he hadn't showed me nothing. Ward hadn't shown me. Cam Ward hadn't showed me nothing. So I want to probably get somebody that's gonna really get the ball right. So I might go and get Ashton Genty.
See, there you go. I mean, it's gonna be some boys out there.
You know who I think. You know
where I went last year. I went Bijan.
Yep.
Then I went Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Saquon is a keeper, so more than likely he probably get kept if he's available. I mean, there's some great ones out there, man. You looking at Jahmyr Gibbs. You looking at David Achane. You looking at Josh Jacobs. You looking at some boys out there, man, along with CMC, man. So everybody, man, look, get yourself ready for fantasy football, man. We also got the defense, quarterbacks, tight ends, so many positions that we get ready to draft, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. But listen up, before we end the show, I want you to tell me, you got 3 games. You got 3 games with your Atlanta Falcons. 3 games, your first 3. Tell me about them.
So, last year, I was at the first game, it broke my heart. because we lost against them sorry Pittsburgh Steelers. But our preseason, we're not even going to get into preseason. I'm just going to go straight into the schedule, right? So our first game of the season is a divisional game. We got the Bucks. That's gonna be crazy. We got them at home. Now our season is kind of starting off something similar to last season. We got the Bucks here. Then we got to go to Minnesota and play JJ. Yeah, them boys. Then we got to go down to Carolina and play them on the 21st of September. So our first 3 games, and we got to play Washington. I'm just going to put that out of the four games. That's the first quarter of the season. We got Washington at home. And last year, you know how we felt about Washington. You know what we feel about Washington. If Michael feel how I felt when Washington knocked us out, you better come with it this year. That's all I can say. So, them our first 4 games. And I believe out of them first 4 games, all of them are winnable. Our schedule last year, a lot of them was winnable. But if I'm gonna be honest with you, we got the Bucks, Vikings, Panthers, and the Cats. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I can see us going 2-2 out of that first quarter.
That's what's up, man. Hey, look, I'm pulling for y'all to go 4-0. You know that. I ride with you. As long as y'all ain't playing the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all can pull off a 4-0. I'll tell you about our start, man. I think the schedule makers dogged us, nephew. I ain't even gonna flex, man. The schedule makers didn't do us no justice, man. I mean, we open up our game, with the division, the Detroit Lions, and I'm ready to open up against them. To be straight up real with you, I'm looking forward to that matchup. I ain't even gonna front. But just a few days later, man, the following Thursday, man, we got to play the Washington Commanders.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So they got us. First week of the regular season, we got 2 games in 4 days, 5, you know what I'm saying? Sunday, and then Thursday, we got to turn around and play again. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? The good thing is both of them at Lambeau Field. Okay. So both of them in Green Bay, man. So that's the one good thing we got going for us. We ain't got to worry about traveling until week 3. And then week 3, we got the Cleveland Browns. Now, we should be able to, go in there and do what we do, but you can't never sleep with nobody.
You might be playing Shador.
Hey, look, I was thinking that. We might be. And then right after that, we got to go to Dallas. And we play them Cowgirls, man. You know what I'm saying? That's our 4th game, man. The Dallas Cowgirls, man. We open up with that 4. So that's how we start our quarter. Detroit, Washington, Cleveland, and Dallas. And I'm looking at that, man, and we got to beat Detroit sometime, man. They can't keep owning us, man. So I'm looking forward to us opening up that season with this dub, man. And Washington going to be tough. But if we can get past them 2 games, I think we can start this whole thing off 4-0.
Yeah. I believe if y'all definitely, get past Detroit, y'all, you'll be able to take control of the division. But, y'all, the Detroit game, I tell you.
We got to get them, man. We got to get them, man, eventually.
Yeah, you got to get one.
Hey, look, I rewatched the last time we played them last year. I rewatched both games. And we was in the games, man. Little mistakes here and there. A fumble by Josh Jacobs in one game. A fumble by Christian Watson in another game. You know what I'm saying? A couple missed calls by the referees, you know what I'm saying? That could have swung things a different way. And we still was in each game. I think each game was still like a 5-point game, you know what I'm saying? A 3 to 5 point game that, so we'll see what happens, man. They coming to Lambeau, man, and we're going to be ready for them this time, bro.
Yep. Sound about right. Well, man, look. We can't forget about college. I'm a Georgia boy. Bulldogs. Believe that. We're going to be getting ready to start going live for you guys here coming up this football season. What date we going, Mr. GPG?
Yo, check it out, people. It is time. Our Take on Sports will be live August 31st, man. 10 o'clock on your Eastern side and 7 o'clock over here on the Pacific Mountain side, man. And we will be live. We will be opening up the show talking about college football that happened the day before. Mr. ep40 baby, he's gonna give you the rundown on everything that happened in the college world, and then we're gonna break it down into the football that's happening that day that's going on. So stay tuned, man, because our take on sports is live coming to your YouTube channel, bro.
But definitely, and we're gonna definitely tell you that live during that live time who you should sit and who you should start with your fantasy team. You know who we think. You know, looking at our lineups and everything that we got going on. So if you guys don't know, we are big fantasy football players, managers. We both in 2 leagues, so we've been doing it for some years now. So we ain't gonna say we're the best, but we definitely some sharks. So if you guys need some input, some advice on who you should start, who you shouldn't, maybe who you should be trading, maybe who you should be drafting, stay tuned because we will be doing our draft too coming up soon. And like Mr. GPG said, we will be going live August 31st, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock a.m. on the Pacific, on the West Coast. You guys know how it is. And we appreciate you. We are to almost 640 followers. We hoping to get up to this 1,000 here soon so we can keep on trading. We ask you guys to just keep on supporting, watching the content. Even if you ain't watching all of it.
Hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. Y'all know what time it is. Mr. GPG gonna be giving y'all his take on boxing too. What's gonna be coming up. He's gonna be breaking down boxing. We're gonna be showing a video. He's gonna be breaking down what's going on, what happened that night before, and all that stuff, and tell you guys how you need to bob and weave and stick and move. You hear what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about all that. But like always,
they ain't ready for that.
Like always, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. We love y'all. This is the official episode 40 that we will be putting out for you guys. And also, I want to put a good tribute out to a good friend of mine that lost his life on the 6th of July, Mr. Cole Pitter. You know what I'm saying, man? Rest in heaven, man. You know what time it is. None but love, man. You guys know what time it is. That's your host over there, my co-host, Mr. GPG.
And that's your host right there, Mr. ep40 baby.
And this is
our take on sports.
Wow, man. Tune in on the next one. Again, August 31st, 10 o'clock a.m. now, Eastern Time. Be there.
Live, baby. We coming at y'all live. Peace.
Peace.
AMP, what they talking about? They talking about what? They talking about sports. Oh, really? Well, this is ours. Out on the field, the ball on no courts. They wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talking. We know the facts. Stacks, yeah, that's where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is our take on